Welcome back to Max's Workshop. Greatest show on earth, right? Here's the thing. Been working on this basically infrared band pass filter approach, and might need a little more homework with the DVD. We don't just cannibalize things for no reason, but I will say this. I've taken our donor, Mitsubishi, and what is it? It is a Mitsubishi DVD DD8030. Anyway, it was just kind of hanging out in my garage doing time, and you know what? It's nothing wrong with this DVD player. It's perfectly functional. Seen better, assembly days. Anyway, took it apart, trying to find out if I can harvest this lens, the infrared filter out of it, seeing if it would blind my camcorder. I'm sorry, my webcam, the new Logitech C920 for the laser map purposes. And now that I've got the faceplate off, this is the lens up front that I was interested in, and I'm not gonna think this is worth any further. I don't want to destroy the DVD player when I don't think this is going to pan out, because this one may or may not really be suitable for it. Because when you look at it, it's like, okay, I got the electronics out of it, and ultimately the board is a Toshiba. It's it's running in a Mitsubishi, but it is a Toshiba. It's a small world, Anywho, you get down to the internal components, and you can find your power switch, and you can trace it down, and over here you'll find an MT102, and most likely that's our candidate. And he's got a little sensor, and it no big deal to sweat weld the sweat the solder loose and get it, but functionality and for my purposes really don't care as much about the hardware electronics as much as I do the filter, because I merely want to blind out the other areas. And some of the other YouTube patrons have posted some real helpful videos out there, and I've seen some other hacks on webcams and dismantling the lenses and pulling out chips and then putting in basically taking negatives from exposed film, like traditional film, and then blinding it out. And it's like, well, I don't really want to cannibalize the webcam. I want to add a filter and basically be able to use it not only for shows as well as laser map. So it's kind of like the C920 is a good camera, and it has yet to really, it's only got a couple shots on the show. What we're filming with right here is one of my many camcorders over the years of all the way back in the day when I had my newspaper. We have dug out some old friends, Sony and Tony, and oddly enough, I worked at Sony DADC in Terre Haute for a very brief moment, but kudos to all friends out there. Anyway, this one here is a old Sony Handycam SC5, believe it or not, back in the day before everybody was shooting digital pictures, in those days we were shooting Polaroids and using flatbed scanners, and that got real expensive real quick. My newspaper, I was chewing $100 a Polaroid, worth of Polaroids, so I decided that I would spring for a Video 8 Sony, and this was one of the first of the handy cams. Whoops. Hold on, Mikey. We'll get back to you in a little bit. Anywho, some old trends come out to play. We're going to set up a few different angles. We're going to try to have different camera views. Here's a Digital 8 Sony. It's pretty good. It's predecessor to what I'm shooting with up here, which is a direct DVD Handycam. That one there is 1080p. Anyway, plenty of iPads and iPhone videos will be popping up on this thing too. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. We're getting our Twitter's blowing up as we speak. So between YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, check me out. Pinterest as well, always. Going to be Max's Workshop. Get back to you on the filter. When I get something worthy of showing, we'll put it all together, edit it down. Do have a Media 100 video editing box in the corner around here somewhere. And we'll start doing this a little bit more professional. But still, I am the cameraman. I'm the on-air talent, and the resident laser obsessed crazy guy out in the garage. So welcome to Max's Workshop.